There's a technology that almost nobody talks about publicly. It wasn't unveiled at high-profile exhibitions, and it hasn't become the subject of press conferences. But it is precisely this technology that could destroy an industry which, over the past decade, has become one of the most expensive markets on the planet. Lithium has ruled the world of electric vehicles, and now something is quietly preparing to take its place. For more than 10 years, lithium was considered the undisputed foundation of the electric vehicle revolution. It powered factories, shaped supply chains worth hundreds of billions of dollars, and turned companies into global giants. Experts were convinced that lithium would dominate for many years to come. But behind the closed doors of laboratories, something entirely different was unfolding. According to emerging research, scientists around the world, including teams linked to Tesla, are studying a technology capable of making lithium batteries as outdated as coal power stations became in the age of nuclear energy. This is not another improvement to existing chemistry. It is a fundamentally different approach to energy storage, built around aluminium. Aluminium is one of the most abundant and cheapest metals on Earth. It is mined everywhere, processed on an industrial scale, and the infrastructure for working with it already exists globally. It is not a rare resource concentrated in the hands of a few states. It is a metal that literally surrounds us. And this is precisely what makes the aluminium-ion battery potentially disruptive to the entire existing system. So what does this technology actually involve? A traditional lithium-ion battery has a certain ceiling on energy density. Aluminium-ion technology, according to researchers' claims, is capable of exceeding this figure many times over. This is not a gradual increase. It is a qualitative leap into a different category of energy storage. But energy density is only the beginning. The new battery, according to available data, operates across a significantly wider temperature range. This means that the bulky cooling systems which today take up space and add weight in every electric vehicle become simply unnecessary. The problem of dendrites also disappears, microscopic metallic growths that gradually destroy lithium batteries from within. And along with them goes thermal runaway, the phenomenon behind the fires and explosions of batteries that have worried electric vehicle owners for so long. The fears that have held back mass adoption of electric vehicles for years are disappearing. In their place comes a battery that isn't just safer, it is smarter, more durable, and fundamentally different in nature. The claimed lifespan deserves particular attention. Ordinary lithium-ion batteries are designed for several thousand charging cycles. Aluminium-ion technology, according to available information, is capable of withstanding tens of thousands of cycles. Its estimated service life could amount to several decades, longer than many people live in the same house. The battery could outlast both the car itself and its owner. Beyond this, there are reports of a deep sleep function. The battery is said to be able to retain its charge with virtually no losses over many years. Imagine leaving your car in the garage for a long period, and when you return, it's ready to drive as though it had been charged only yesterday. There is one more feature that sounds almost fantastical, yet it is precisely this that is attracting the greatest attention from researchers. The battery, according to available data, is capable of self-repair. Microscopic damage that inevitably accumulates over repeated charging cycles is automatically eliminated within the cells. Instead of gradually degrading, the battery continuously restores its own structure. This means the end of planned battery obsolescence, one of the most painful and costly problems in today's electric vehicle market. The financial implications are no less significant. Today, the battery pack is one of the most expensive components of a typical electric vehicle. According to forecasts, an aluminium-ion equivalent could cost substantially less, potentially reducing the final price of an electric vehicle by around a fifth. This opens up the possibility of genuinely affordable electric cars without compromising performance. And the recycling rate of aluminium-ion batteries is expected to approach 95% against significantly lower figures for current lithium systems. Now let's look at the bigger picture. Global lithium supply chains represent colossal investment. States, corporations, and investors have spent years pouring money into the mining, processing, and transport of this metal. If aluminium-ion technology reaches mass production, a significant part of this infrastructure will be under threat. Cobalt, another key component of modern batteries, mined under serious environmental and ethical risks, could turn out to be simply unnecessary. Long-term contracts built around these materials will sharply lose value. Countries that control today's lithium reserves risk losing their geopolitical advantage. This is not merely a change of technology, it is a redistribution of global influence in energy. Financial markets, it seems, are already reacting. Some investment funds have begun directing capital towards companies working on aluminium-ion developments without waiting for official announcements. This is not panic or hype, it is the cautious repositioning of those accustomed to staying one step ahead of the market. The application of this technology is not limited to cars. The same chemistry could power drones, ships, aviation, home energy systems, industrial storage, and urban power grids. During power outages, an electric vehicle with such a battery could become a fully fledged mobile power station for a home or even an entire neighborhood. Remote areas that have depended on diesel generators for decades would gain the opportunity to switch to clean, autonomous energy without large-scale infrastructure construction. What is particularly notable is that this transformation is happening quietly, without loud press conferences, without triumphant headlines. Progress is showing up through testing programs, expanding production, and gradual rollout. According to available data, prototypes are already being tested, hidden inside cars that look entirely unremarkable from the outside. While traditional manufacturers continue to pour billions into refining lithium technology, slightly faster charging, slightly greater range, part of the industry, it seems, is already building an entirely different foundation. By the time competitors grasp the scale of what's happening, the gap may prove impossible to close. Lithium will not vanish overnight. It will remain present in the market for a long time yet, like many outdated technologies that continue to work but stop being the obvious choice. This is exactly how broadband internet displaced dial-up. Not through a ban, but through superiority across every key parameter. Aluminium-ion technology did not arrive with fanfare. It arrived with the potential to overturn everything the industry considered unshakable. Lower production costs, increased safety, reduced dependence on contested supply chains, a vastly greater lifespan. This is not a routine engineering solution, it is a claim to change the very foundation itself. And if this transition gathers pace, companies that bet on lithium as an eternal standard could find themselves in the position of those who built the world's finest cassette recorders just as digital audio was emerging. We are not witnessing a smooth evolution of technology, we may be witnessing the moment after which the clock starts again from zero. If you're interested in following how this story unfolds, subscribe to the channel and hit like. There's much more ahead that most people don't even suspect yet.